All right, guys. So today we are going to go solve paper 1 of January 2022, pure maths 1 paper. It is of 1 hour 30 minutes, and total marks for this is 75 marks. Starting from the question number 1, it says there's an expression. It says giving each term in the simplified form. Basically, we have to integrate this. This is the sign of the integration. So how we are going to integrate the expression? How we are going to integrate the expression? First thing first, we are going to make sure that all the variables are in the numerator. So if it is minus 2 upon 3 x power 4 in the denominator, so I'm going to make it as x power negative 4 in the numerator, and minus 1 remains same. So the integration of the first term is going to be 8 upon 5. The coefficient remains same, but the power is going to be added with 1. Add 1 in the power, then divide by the power. Whatever the power is, you're going to divide it by the power. Then add 1 in the power. Minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. Divide by the power. And power over here is minus 3. And what is the integral of 1? It is going to be x. Integral of 1 is x. Then you are going to put plus c over here. Now what we are going to do, we are going to simplify it. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So we are going to have 2 upon 5 x power 4, and this minus and this minus become positive because they are multiplying. So this is going to be 2 over 9 x power minus 3 minus x plus c. You can also give the answer in positive powers. Again, positive 3 in the denominator minus x plus c. This is going to be our final answer. Now the next question is question number 2. It says express fx. This is the fx. You have to express this in computing square form, where a, b, c and integers are to be found. We need to find out the value of a, b and c. So this is the formula to complete for the computing square we are going to use. So what we are going to use is the value of a. Okay, so we have a in the question as well, over here as well, and we have a, b, c in the formula as well. So in order to differentiate them, what I'm going to do, I'm going to differentiate this a with a dash. I'm going to make it b dash, a dash, c dash, b dash, a dash. Okay, so the values from the fx function is, I'm just arranging that function. First the x square value coefficient, x square value term, then x power 1 value term, and then constant term. So I've just arranged these terms. उसके बाद बेटा मैं abc की value decide करूंगा. The value of a dash, b dash, a dash value is minus 2, b dash value is minus 4, and c value is 11. Now I'm going to put these values in the formula here. A dash is minus 2. Formula is x plus b dash. B dash is minus 4 upon 2 a dash. A dash is minus 2 whole square. Plus c dash. C dash is 11. B dash is minus 4 whole square. 4 a dash is minus 2. Now I'm going to simplify them further. What I will get, minus 2. This is going to become plus minus minus 4 up minus 4 upon minus 4 whole square. 11 minus 4 square is 16, positive 16. 4 into minus 2 minus 8. On further simplification, I'll get minus minus plus. This minus minus become plus. 4 1 the 4, 4 1 the 4. It becomes x plus 1 whole square. 11 remains same. 8 1s are 8 2 the 16. Minus minus plus. 11 plus 2 is going to be 13 here. So now I'm going to compare this expression with the given expression in the question, a plus b x plus c whole square. So on comparison, if you can see that my terms are not arranged in this form, although both are computing square form, but they're not arranged in the form. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to arrange this form. I'm going to write 13 first, then minus 2x plus 1 whole square. On comparison now, the value of a plus a is going to be 13. The coefficient of the bracket is the value of b. It is b here. The value of b is minus 2. In the bracket x plus 1, in bracket is x plus c. The value of c is going to be positive 1. So these are the values that we need to find out in this question, in this part. Sketch the graph of the curve with the equation y equal to fx, showing clearly the coordinates of the point where the curve crosses y-axis. They are interested on the y-axis. They need to show how the coordinates are crossing the y-axis. So what we are going to do, we are going to see this expression over here, the completing square form. Let's just put up this expression, this part. Now I'm going to compare it with the standard form, with the completing square form, standard completing square form of the quadratic equation. Over here, the value of h on comparison is minus 1. The value of k on comparison is 13. Basically, these two values are the turning point, along with sign, are the turning points of the curve. So 1, the value of h, the value of minus h is 1, the value of h is minus 1. So the turning point is minus 113. So I'm going to mark the turning point with minus 113. This is minus 113. This is the turning point. Now, what is the y-intercept? How do you find the y-intercept? The point on the y-axis. The point on the y-axis can be found when you put x equal to 0. Either in this equation or in any other equation, or in this equation. 11 minus 4x minus 2x square. So if you put x equal to 0, you will get the value of y, which is 11. So they are interested in the y-axis, which is 0, 11. So I'm going to just show this point 0, 11 on the graph. Then I'm going to plot this graph. I'll make sure that my graph passes through this point. 11 over here. Right, so this is going to be a graph. I'll make sure that center का जो turning point है x coordinate minus 1 है, तो right side ये x intercept से भी 2 distance हो, यहाँ से भी 2 distance हो, ताकि ये थोड़ा सा balance graph बने, थोड़ा सा balance graph बने. Write down the equation of the line of symmetry of C. What is the equation of the line of symmetry of C? See which one is the line of symmetry here. Which one is the line of symmetry? This line over here is the line of symmetry here. A line that shows the curve is divided into two equal parts. This line is line of symmetry. So what does it? What is the equation of this line? X is equal to minus 1. This is part C. All right. So that's it for the question. Question number 3. It says, in this question, you must show all stages of your working solution relying on calculator and technology are not acceptable. We have this function here, x plus root 2 whole square plus bracket into 3x minus 5 root 8 whole square. They are saying express this in this form. It means they want us to expand this bracket. Let us write x plus root 2 whole square plus 3x minus 5 root 8 whole square. So this is going to be a square plus 2a b square, a square minus ab plus b square ये फॉर्मूला ओपन अप कर लिया मैंने. This will become x square 2 root 2x, root 2 square is 2. This will become 9x square, 2 3s are 6, 8 2 3 are 6, 6 5 are 30 हो जाएगा यहाँ पर. So it is going to be 30 root 8x and 5 square is 25, root 8 square is 8, 25 into 8 is going to be 200. अच्छा यहाँ पर एक चीज मैं और थोड़ी सी कर लूं. This over here, this 8 is 2 root 2 और ये 30 यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है. It means that this expression is going to become 2x square 2 root 2 x plus 2 9x square 30 to the 60 root 2x plus 200. So I'm going to add the like terms. X square plus 9x square is going to be 10x square. Then you're going to have 2 root 2 square, 2 root 2x, 60 root 2x. And this is, the sign is minus here. मैंने गलती से प्लस लिख दिया था. So it is going to become minus 58 root 2x. 2 plus 200 is 202. Now this is the form which you are asking us to write. हमने इस फॉर्म में इसको लिख लिया. Now they are saying solve this equation. Give you answer in this form of p plus q root 3 form. Solve means to find out the value of unknown. What is unknown over here? Y is unknown over here. So I'm going to copy this. Root 3 4y minus 3 root 3 5y plus root 3. Now it is going to be 4 root 3y. Root 3 multiplied by 3 root 3 is going to be, it has become eventually root 3 into root 3 3, and 3 outside the bracket remains same. 5y plus root 3. Now I'm going to bring all the y's together. It becomes 4 root 3 minus 5y. Root 3 remains same. 3 is a 9. It becomes plus 9 on the right hand side. I'm going to take y common here. And I'm going to have 4 root 3 minus 5 root 3 plus 9. I'm going to divide it on the right hand side to become root 3 plus 9 upon 4 root 3 minus 5. So you can say we have solved this equation, but they need the answer in a specific form. What is that specific form? That is this form. The root 3 should be in the numerator. So over here we got the root 3, but it's also in the denominator as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply divide by the conjugate of the denominator, which is going to be 4 root 3 plus 5. 4 root 3 plus 5. So the denominator become a plus b, a minus b. What is a plus b minus b? A square minus b square. Now root 3 into 4 root 3, 4 into 3 हो गया. Root 3 into 5, 5 root 3 हो गया. 9 into 4, 36 root 3 हो गया. 9 5s are 45. So y equal to 4 3s are 12. 5 root 3 plus 36 root 3, 41 root 3. 45 remains same. In denominator, 4 square is 16. 16 into 3. Because root 3 square is also 3. So 16 into 3 is 48. 48 minus 25. In numerator, it's become 12 plus 45. 57. (48 minus 25) 23. Now we can separate it 41 over 23, 41 root 3 upon 23, 57 over 23. But if you need to give the answer, the root 3 should be next term. So I'm going to arrange them. 57 over 23 plus 41 over 23. This is going to be the answer they need to find out. And P and Q are simplified fraction to be found. So if I can say P plus Q root 3, if I just compare it, P plus Q root 3, so I'm going to have P value as 57 over 23 and Q as 41 over 23. This is going to be your final answer. Okay, so in question number 4, it says, in this question, you must show all stages of your working solution relying on calculator technology are not acceptable. Figure 1 shows a line L with equation x plus y equal to 6 and curve with the equation y equal to 6x minus 2x square plus 1. Right? So this is the line. This is the curve here. The line L intersect the curve at point P and Q as shown in diagram. They're intersecting at P and Q. Find using algebra the coordinates of P and the coordinates of Q. So if we want to find out the coordinates here, point of intersection here, so we are going to, with the help of algebra, so we are going to solve them simultaneously. So for line, I'm finding out the value of y, which is minus x plus 6. Right? I've got the y as a subject here. Now what is curve? Curve is y equal to 6x minus 2x square plus 1. I got curve equation minus x plus 6. I've substituted this line value, the y from the line in the curve equation. I got the value of, I got the equation in terms of x minus 2x on the left hand side plus 2x square minus x minus 6x plus 6 minus 1 equal to 0. It becomes minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. So I got the equation in terms of quadratic equation. I'm going to factorize it. 2 5 are 10, so it is going to be minus 2x minus 5x plus 5 is equal to 0. I got 2x common, x minus 1. I got minus 5 common to become x minus 1. I got two values of x, which is 1 and 5 by 2. Once I got these two values, I'm going to put in the equation of the line here. Y is equal to minus x plus 1. The value of x is 1. It was 6. It was 6. So I'm going to put 1 over here. So it becomes 5. For x is equals to 1. You got y5 for x is equals to 5 by 2. So minus 5 by 2 plus 6 is going to be 7 by 2. So you got the point. Now it's better to decide which one is P, which one is Q. See, we got 2 points, 1, 5, and we got 5 by 2, 7 by 2. So this one is a higher value of x. This one is the lowest value of x. So this one over here is a value. The x value is greater than at q is greater than the x value at p. That's why I'm mentioning here. This one is q and this one is p specifically. All right. Now what it says, part 2, the region R shown shaded in the figure 1 is bounded by curve, and on the x-axis use the inequalities to define the region. We have to use the inequalities to define the region. Okay, let's do it over here. Now this shaded region over here is below the line. So I'm going to write x plus y is less than equal to 6. Then they are saying this region R is above, outside the curve. So I'm going to write 6x minus 2x square plus 1 is greater than equals to 0. या इसमें y लिखा हुआ है. Let's say इसमें लिखा हुआ है y equals to this. So I'm going to write y is greater than equals to 6x minus 2x square plus 1. It will be greater than, because it is outside the, above the curve, not inside the curve. So this is one of the answer. This is one of the answer. And this is one of the answer. Then we have the x-axis as well. They have mentioned the x-axis as well. So it is above x-axis. What is the equation of the x-axis? Is y equal to 0. So now it becomes y is greater than equals to 0. So these are the three inequalities which we have as the answer for part B here. All right. Now we have question number 5, and it says figure shows a plan view of the semicircular garden. The semicircle has center O, diameter AOE, radius 3 meters. So obviously, if this is 3, this is also going to be 3. Okay, पूरा 6 हो गया. Diameter is going to be 6. ठीक है. अच्छा याद रख लें, just for the knowing purpose, ये भी बेटा 3 होगा, ये भी 3 होगा. This is also going to be 3. see ना, किसी भी सेंटर से लेकर किसी भी पॉइंट सेमी सर्कल तक वो 3 होगा हमारे पास. The straight line BD is parallel to AE. These two are parallel lines. An angle BOA is 0.7 radians. BOA. The question is in radians. We have to make sure that we are giving the answer, all the answer in radians. This one is 0.7 radians. Show that the 4-second figure, the angle BOD is 1.7. BOD. They are asking about this angle. Show that this is 1.742 radians. So thing is, okay, beta, since these two lines are parallel, first thing first, they both are same distance. See, OD OE length 3.3, OB OA length 3.3, and they both are parallel. See, this is parallel. So this point is basically parallel to this point. So over here, the angle is also going to be 0.7. So what is going to be the red angle? The angle BOD. So angle BOD is going to be 1 pi. Sorry, it is pi minus 180 minus 0. The other two angles, pi minus 0.7. Minus 0.7. You're going to put it in the calculator, the value of pi minus 0.7 minus 0.7. It is going to give you 1.7415. First, get the answer into fours. decimal place because they have given the answer into, first give the answer in five sign figures, then give the answer in 4 sign figures. 1.742 over here. See, we have shown this. 1 mark is given. So they're saying find the area of the flower bed, giving your answer in square meters to 1 decimal place. So which one is the flower bed here? The flower bed R is shown shaded in the figure. The area is bounded by BD and the RBD, BCD. This is the flower bed. You have to find the area of this. So since we got the angle 1.7415, I'm going to take the working value. What I'm going to do, I'm going to find out the area of this whole sector. Then I'm going to subtract the triangle area. What is the area of the sector? I'm going to just doing right now here. What is the area of this sector? Area is going to be r square theta by 2. So what is r? R is 3. What is theta? It is 1.7415 upon 2. We're going to use the calculator and we're going to get the area. .83675 meter square. This is the area of this sector. I'm going to find out the area of the scale, area of the triangle, half AB sin theta. The two sides over here are 3 and 3. Sine 1.7415. Just put it in the calculator. 0.5 into 3 into 3 into. The calculator should be in radian. It should be in radian mode because you are putting the angle in radians. Sine 1.7415. 4.3459 meter square. I'm going to add these values and I'll get I'm going to subtract these values, sorry. I'm going to subtract the area of the sector minus triangle area. So I'll get the area of the flower bed. Let's just put it in the answer space here. The area of flower bed (7.83675) minus 4.3459. So it is going to be 7.83675. So get the answer 3.4021. We have to get the answer in 1 decimal place. So 3.4 meter square is going to be our final answer. Then it says find the perimeter of the flower bed, giving your answer in meters to 1 decimal place. So flower bed perimeter is going to be this one. The length of BD here and the arc length of BCD here. So what is the length of BD? How we are going to find out the length of BD? We are going to use the cosine rule for this triangle. BD square is equals to 3 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 3 into 3 cos of the angle between them. 1.7415. Just put it in the calculator. Take the square root because at the end we need the value of BD. So we have to get the answer in 1 decimal place. Let's just keep the values to 2 decimal place then. 4.59 meter. It is the length, so it is going to be meter. What is the arc length of BCD as equal to r theta? What is the radius? Radius is 3. What is theta? 1.7415. So 3 into 1.7415, it is going to give the answer 5.2245, and 5.22 is the arc length. And I'm going to put this values in the answer space. Then we are going to add this to get the final parameter. Perimeter of the flower bed . 4.59 plus 5.22, 9.81. They give the answer into one decimal place. This is going to be our final answer now. That's it for this question. Let's start question number 6. In question number 6, it says the curve has equation y equal to fx, where x is greater than 0. This should not be ignored. Given that f dash x is x plus 3 whole square upon x to x, the point 4, 20 lies on the curve. Find the value of the gradient at t. They're asking for the gradient at t. So remember this. This f dash x is basically your gradient of curve, which means if I'm saying f dash x, x plus 3 whole square, x to x. So if they are going to find out, if they want, this is the gradient of the curve. They want to find out at a particular point, that is P, which is 4, 20. So we are going to put the value of x and y. There's only x value here. So I'm going to write 4 plus 3 whole square. 4 root 4. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 square, 49. Root 4 is 2, 4 2s are 8. This is f dash x, the gradient at P point. So, the value in decimal is also not recurring. It is 6.125. So that's fine also, if you want to write it like this. So in part 2, it says, hence find the equation of the tangent to C at P, giving the answer in the form of ax plus by plus c. This is also important. You have to give the answer in the same form. Where a, b, c and values are to be found, we need to find out the value of a, b and c as well. So the equation of the tangent, so this is the gradient of the curve as well. And you can also say this is the gradient of the tangent as well. Now this one is the gradient of the tangent at P. Right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the equation y minus y1 mx minus x1. So what is the P point? P point is 4, 20. The y1 value is 20. The gradient is 49 upon 8. X minus x1, x1 is 4. So this is your A part 2. I'm going to simplify it. 8y, a to the 16. 49 into x, 49x, 49 into 4, it is going to be 196. I'm going to put all the terms together. Minus 196 plus 160, it is going to be minus 36. Is there anything common? Nothing is common. Just write it like this and then compare it with ax plus by plus c equal to 0. On comparison, you will get the value of a, 49, the value of b, which is minus 8, the value of c is minus 36. So both of these are your answers. Now, in part B, they are saying find fx. So we have the f dash x, but we don't have fx. We have this f f dash x, but not the fx. So we need to find out the fx. So from f dash x, which is the differential, so in order to find out the fx function, we need to integrate it from differential to original equation. We need to integrate it to get an original equation. Achha, this is the point on the curve as well. We need to, we're going to use this, but for now I'm just writing this 4,20. But right now, let us start integrating it. But before integration, we're going to simplify the expression, become x square plus 2 3 the 6x 2ab, the value of 2ab, and then 9. Then x root x, what it is going to be? It is going to be x power 1 multiplied by x power 1 by 2. Basically, same power are going to be added. It becomes x power 3 by 2. Now I'm going to break the terms here. Every term denominator is going to be x power 3 by 2. Simplifying the expression, the terms variable should be in the numerator. So 2, basically same power, subtract 2 minus 3 by 2. It is going to be 1 by 2. 1 minus power 3 by 2, basically same power, subtract. It is going to be 6x power minus 1 by 2. This is 3 by 2, this is 1. 1 minus 3 by 2 is minus 1 by 2. And this is going to be 9x power minus 3 by 2. So you got f dash x here now. Now I'm going to integrate them with respect to variable x. That's why I'm writing dx here. After, how we are going to integrate it? The f dash x become fx. X power 1 by 2, add 1 in the power, whatever in the power is divided by the power. Add 1 in the power. Now whatever in the power, divide by the power. Add 1 in the power. Now whatever in the power, divide by the power. Then put plus c. Now 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is 1 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 plus 1 is minus 1 by 2. You got plus c here. So I'm going to simplify. It becomes fx become the reciprocal of 3 by 2 is 2 by 3. The reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2. It becomes 12 x power 1 by 2. And this is going to become minus 18x power negative 1 by 2 plus c. You can put this negative 1 by 2 in the denominator now to make it positive. Right? And you can also write the root power, square root, the power 1 by 2. Powers 12. You can also write it like this if you want. Not necessary. Now, how to find out the value of c? What is c? So I've given us a point p, which is 4,20. So this fx is basically the value of y. So I'm going to put the value of y, which is 20, 2/3, 4 power 3 by 2 plus 12, 4 plus c. Now just simplify these values to get the value of c. 4, you can use the calculator, right? 4 power 3 by 2. 4 power 3 by 2 is going to be 8. 8 multiplied by 2 divided by 3 is 40 by 3. Sorry. 8 multiplied by 2 divided by 3 is going to be, I put the wrong values in the calculator. 16 by 3. 12 to the 24. This is going to be 9 plus c. Don't need to use calculator. 20 minus 24 plus 9 minus 16 by 3. Get the value of c, which is minus 1 by 3. I put all the values on the left hand side. I got the value of c, which is minus 1 by 3. I'm going to copy this whole expression. The only thing missing over here is c. I'm going to put the value of c here. which is minus 1 by 3. So this is your fx, your final answer here. All right. Now moving on to question number 7. It says, figure 3 shows a sketch of the part of the curve with equation y equal to fx, where fx is x plus 4 into x minus 2 to x minus 10. Obviously, this is the cubic expression, and the graph is also cubic. Now, what they're asking, given that the curve, so it says, given that the curve with the equation fx minus p passes through a point with the coordinate 0, 50. Now, this is fx, but they are talking about fx minus p, and that fx minus p is passing through 0, 50. That's fine. Now they are asking, find the value of the constant p. So see, if your point is passing through 0, 50 of this equation. So how this is basically the transformation. What kind of transformation? The point is, this graph is going downward. The function is subtracting, the value of p is subtracting from the function of x. So point is moving downward. It means there is going to be a change in value of the x, of y, not x. The change of value in the y here. So let's just find out the value of x, the value of y in the original question. The value of y in fx when x is 0. So what is the value of y when x is equal to 0? It becomes 0 plus 4, 0 minus 2, 2 into 0 minus 9. What is the value of y here? 4 into minus 2 minus 8, minus 8 into minus 9 is 72. So let's just compile it up. For fx, the point is 0, 72. For f of x minus p, the value of y is 0, 50. Now this is the translation, vertical translation. And the point is moving downward. So you can see from 72 at x equal to 0, from 72 it becomes 50 now. The point is have moved downward. So this p value is basically how much the curve is moved downward. How much the point moved downward. The value of x remains same. So how much the point is moved downward? It is 72 minus 50 is the value of p. That is 22. The value of p is going to be 22. All right. Or you can also say the value of y is 72. This 72 is equal to 50 minus p. The value of y over here is 50 at the same x value. So you can just write it down. 72 is equal to 50 minus p here. The value of fx is 50. The value of y is 50. At x equal to 0, the value of y is 72 x equal to 0. So I'm comparing the values of y when x is equal to 0. So at the end, it is moving downward. You'll get the value of p as 22 here. Now what they are saying, given that the curve with the equation y equal to fx plus f of x plus q passes through the origin. All right. Now this one over here, when I read this part, yahan se pata chala it is horizontal translation. Because instead of x, we have x plus q. I don't know what is the value of q. Either it is moving rightward and the value of q is negative. It's moving. It depends on the value of q. It becomes x minus q or it has become x plus q. Right now it is x plus q. Let's just deutilize it is saying it is horizontal translation. I said, okay. Write on the possible values of constant Q. Now, this is the function here. Let me just work over here. This is the curve. Let me just overlap it. So this is the curve here. You know this, what are the x-intercept? What are the x-intercept here? The one of the x-intercept is -4. This value, you're going to compare it with x minus a, x minus b, and x minus c. It is 2x minus 9. You can take 2 as a common, or what else you can do, the very short method, just put the y value 0. Just put the y value 0 and get the value of x. You will get the value of x equal to -4, the value of 2, the value of 9/2. These are all x-intercept. The value of x-intercept is -4 here. The value of x-intercept is 2 here. The value of x-intercept is 9/2 over here. All right. So what is the purpose of telling these x-intercept? What is the purpose of telling these x-intercept? Thing is, say that your curve is moving horizontally. Either it is moving left or right for f of x plus q. But this f of x plus q is passing through the origin. So we have to move this curve so that it passes through the origin. Let's say I'm moving towards right side. So how much I've moved right side? How much horizontal movement on the right side? It is 4 steps. I've moved from -4 to 0. So since I've moved to the right side from -4 to 0, the value of q is going to be -4. If you are moving right side, the value of q is going to be -4 then. And now, since we are moving, let's do it again. If you are moving to the left hand side, see, you're moving right side to left side 2 steps. It is passing through the origin. So value of q at this position could be 2 here. If you are moving left hand side, how much you have moved left hand side is going to be 2. The value of q is going to be 2 here. Now, thing is, let us reset it back. You can move left side 4.5, which is 9/2, to get the curve passing through the origin. So how much you are moving left hand side? 4.5. 9/2 is 4.5. So value of q over here, it is going to be 4.5 here. It means when q equals to -4, the functions become f of x minus 4. This become f of x plus 2. This become x plus 4.5. Now you remember this. If the value of this function is positive, it means if it is x plus something, it means you are moving left side. X plus something, you are moving left side. X minus 4 something, it means you are moving right side. So the value of q equal to -4, 2, and 4.5 is going to be the value of q in this question. These are the possible values of q. They are saying what is the value of f dash x? So in order to find out the f dash x, we need to multiply these values. Let's just copy it down and multiply these values first. So now I'm going to multiply these values. X square minus 2x plus 4x 4 to the 8. The first two brackets are multiplied. The last remains same. X square plus 2x minus 8. X square multiplied by 2x is 2x cube. X square multiplied by minus 9 is minus 9x square. 2x multiplied by 2x is 4x square. 2x multiplied by minus 9 is 18x. 8 to the 16x. 8 9s are 72. So you got all the terms here. Two x cube minus 5x square minus 18 minus 16 is going to be minus 34x plus 72. So we need to find out the derivative. What is f dash x? The derivative, power multiplied by coefficient, subtract 1 the power, power multiplied by coefficient, subtract 1 the power, power multiplied by 34x derivative is minus 34, x derivative is minus 34, constant derivative is 0. So you got f dash x now. Now, part D, hence find the range of values for fx of x for which the gradient of the curve with the equation y equal to fx is less than minus 18. Now, this is something that you need to understand the question. They're asking you find the range of values of x. Okay. You need to find a range of values of x. And hence means there is a relationship between the previous part and this current part, for which the gradient of the curve with the equation y equal to fx is less than minus 18. What is the gradient of y equal to fx? That is f dash x, obviously. What is f dash x? Sir, f dash x is, you have previously found out the f dash x, which is 6x square minus 10x minus 30. This is f dash x. This is the gradient of the curve. This is the f dash x. The gradient of the curve is f dash x is less than 18, is less than minus 18. So I put this condition is less than minus 18, is less than minus 18. I've used this condition now. And at this condition, we need to find out the value of x. So let's just do this quadratic inequality. This is now the quadratic inequality. Minus 34 plus 18 is less than 0. Minus 34 plus 18 is going to be minus 16. Let's just put it equals to, for a short period of time, let's just put it equal to 0 and then find out the value of x first. You can just take the common 2 here and get 3x square minus 5x minus 8 is equal to 0. You got 3x square (8). 3 is a 24. I got x common. I got the value of x, which is you got 2x values, but these are not the range, these are the values. We need to find out the answer for this. Since it is less than equality, is the inequality of less than. So we know this for the just a rough sketch of quadratic function. This is 8 by 3, this is minus 1. The value of x is for less than 0. This is the portion of less than 0. X is less than 8 by 3 and x is greater than minus 1. This is your answer for this question for the last part.